It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got CeeDee Lamb. He's coming off a solid 109 yards through the air last week. It's the Cowboys and the Eagles on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
At the 26, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Here's Pollard again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Pollard gets it off the option. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Emmanuel Ogbah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. That was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early lead. You never give those back. but there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
27 yards there, a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. Do you think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
Mozzie Smith there to bring him down. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like
and a really good backhand.
Get some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. To the air again, Prescott. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 25, here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw, Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with the grab. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 3rd and 2. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Eagles in a disappointing 0-4 for the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to obviously start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing, Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. A gain there of 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. No gain, and it's second down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Second down, here's Hurts. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Elliott is good, and that's going to tie us at 13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This taken in right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded at the 43. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Prescott off play action. It's caught left side by Cooks. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks with career touchdown number 60. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line. On the option to give to Swift here.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And he works free. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
First down, and it's Pollard again. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Prescott now.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Hassan Reddick able to record his 5th sack of the season. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The drive will start with an option going left. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now back to throw. It's caught. Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. On the option to give to Swift here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line. The whole blockers off of them, allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. And again, it's Prescott.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Option play, here's Pollard.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate.
93 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Prescott. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's a group that's well aware of what's going on the scoreboard right now. Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst they come out of this with is a field goal and a tie game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Cowboys put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he goes out right around the 39.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. Complete to Boyd.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. Prescott as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
On to punt now. Anger as he boots this one away.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Hurts and the Eagles now. Down by 4.
A minute 38 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Dallas, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.